you have a passion for something, you need to do it because it makes life so much more joyful and so much more enjoyable when you love what you do, and you're helping people.
Hello, everyone. Elle Ballard is here today. Women of the World Network Choreograph Success podcast with my good friend Sandy Okamoto. Hi, Sandy. Welcome.
Hi, all. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So good to see you, my friend. Great to see you. And I love the blue collar on you. So pretty. Sandy Okamoto, style and wardrobe consultant, owner and founder of Style Options, has over 25 years of experience helping women and men create their signature style. She knows what it feels like to have low self esteem because she didn't always know how to present her best self. Once she learned how wearing her best colors and best styles to enhance her strengths, she felt empowered, confident, and loved who she was. Her mission in life is to help others find their signature style and love who they are, just like she did. Welcome again, my friend. And I know you started earlier, you started this journey earlier, and then you kind of came back to it later. And so while others maybe are not pursuing their passions at this age or not doing, but you went for it. So what's behind all of that? What drives you to do this?
Yeah, I sometimes ask myself that too when I get stressed, which isn't very often. But um, my passion, because it made so much difference for me when I discovered what colors and styles look the best on me. It really
Mm-hmm.
gave me such confidence and self-esteem, which I didn't have before. And I just feel like there's so many people in the world who need that. They just need
Yeah,
that boost of confidence by knowing how to present their best self. Everyone has beauty. They just have to discover it and
yeah,
know that they are beautiful the way they are. I'm just helping them enhance it and see it.
yeah.
So that's my mission, and that's why I keep going even at my age of 73, that I'm still doing this
Amazing.
because I love what I do. I love helping people, discover that they're beautiful, and they know how to dress, and they have confidence once they do a consultation with me. So that's what keeps me going. And even though I've retired from my full-time job, which I did for like 22 years, I could have just sat back and taken it easy like all my other friends. But I just had this fire and passion in me that I knew I wanted to do something else with my life. So now that I have the freedom, this is when I decided a couple of years ago to go back to my passion, which is fashion, passion, my
Yes.
passion for fashion and
Passion for
helping
fashion. Yes.
and helping others. So
Yes, I love that. And thank you for doing that because you're now helping others. You're helping them feel and look beautiful and confident as a result as they
yes,
show up in their life and businesses. So thank you for taking and really pushing towards that purpose of yours and passion for fashion. Passion for fashion. I love that. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for doing the work. Now, in this process of building your business and coming back to what you really wanted to continue doing. If someone listening to this podcast, to our conversation, and really thinking, that's, maybe I should do that, something that I've been postponing to do, or maybe left, and then I want to go back to it. What would you say to that person? Or maybe they're thinking, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too whatever that is.
well, God puts a passion in you for a reason, and I feel that if there's a passion in you, you need to express it and use it for good for other people. So
Yes.
that is my advice, is that if you have a passion for something, you need to do it because it makes life so much more joyful and so much more enjoyable when you love what you do, and you're helping people. So,
Yes.
yeah. And you're never
Yes.
too old. I mean, if I could do
Never
it at
to.
my age, anyone could
Yeah.
do it at 40, 50, 60. I mean, age should not hold you back. If you have that passion, then you're able to do it.
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah,
love that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Never too old. Never too young, right? Or
right.
to the reasons the mind can find. I really, yeah, I really like that. So yeah, so since we are on Women of the World Network podcast, a Choreograph Success podcast, I feel like there is such a strong connection to what we usually talk about here, right? And that ties to your work, to what you do, and that is in Choreograph Success. I like to talk about really intentionally building our lives and choreographing and creating our lives the way we want. So we have that holistic abundance and everything that we want to have. And I feel like what you do, you help people in that process, because you help them to be more authentic through the
Yes.
style, through, and every time I see you, you always look so beautiful and
Thank
sandy and fresh. And
you.
I love who you are as a person, and yeah, one of the friendship. But yeah, how do you? What does it mean for you, that idea of choreograph success, and the way it really ties to what you do?
Well, I think anyone that's in business for themselves, they do have to do the work as far as marketing yourself and building relationships. I think is a big part of it.
Yeah,
Ever since I joined several networking groups, it's been a game changer for me because I've built a network of people that I've built relationships with, and they trust me, I trust them, and they refer people to me. So I think that's the basis of a business, is that you need to do the work that it takes to market your business. And I highly recommend taking whatever training you need to take to help you with that, because
yeah,
ever since I took training on that, it really, really boosted my business, and it gives you confidence knowing that you can do it,
yeah,
because you're implementing the right steps to bring business to you. Because you can't just say, okay, I'm in business, everyone's going to come to me. No, you do have to market yourself. So I think that's a big part of, you know, you may have the
yeah.
passion, but you also have to have the ambition to work the
Absolutely.
business. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and discipline and
Yes.
and really showing up for who you are, thanks to you, because of the style and that you help people with, and being
Uh,
themselves, being truly authentic, unique beings they are, because you
yes.
help combine the colors, right?
Yes.
To you, and that takes me actually to what I wanted to touch on. What is it that you do? What is it that you help with in your work? um,
Well, so
yeah,
first of all, I do color analysis. So helping a person discover what their best colors are for their hair, skin, and eye color. Because when you wear the colors that repeat the same undertone that is in your skin, hair, and eyes, you become the focal point, not what you're wearing. And it also gives you confidence because people respond to you differently when you wear colors that look good on you as opposed to colors that clash with you. So that gives you confidence too. Yeah. And then I also do a style and silhouette analysis. So I show people what styles of clothes look the best on them according to their body shape. We all have assets and we all have challenge areas, and knowing how to camouflage the challenge areas is
mm,
key, because
yes,
no one has a perfect body, but if you learn how to work with your challenges, you
mm-hmm.
can look like $1 million, with just picking out the right outfits. And then I also
Yes,
do personal shopping, and I also do closet audits where I'll go through the whole closet, telling you what to keep, what to give away, and I show you how to make new outfits with what you already own. Because sometimes we need a third eye to go through and see how to mix and match things. We wear things together the same way all the time. We never, venture out to say, oh, this would go with this. So that's
Hmm.
where I come in and I help you make new outfits with what you already have. And then also make a list of things that you need.
Very
So those
cool.
are my services.
I love that. I love that. That's so cool and so needed. We are so busy. Sometimes I wake up and I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to wear today? But if I had that ready, that will save my time to trying to decide what I want to wear today. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
And the other thing I teach them is how to build a capsule wardrobe. So, taking like maybe 8 to 10 pieces that all mix and match because you're only using like 3 colors in that capsule, then everything mixes and matches very easily. That's a great way to take a trip is to do one capsule because you're only dealing
Yes.
with like 3 to 4 colors. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
makes
really
makes putting outfits together so much easier, and it's economical too because you're not buying, this one red top that doesn't go with anything in your closet already. So yeah,
that is such
that's
a great tip. Yeah,
yes.
that is such a great. I know I always learn from you every time I hear you share, because all these different tips for travel and yeah, and capsules. So thank you for a reminder on that. I definitely tend to overpack, I think,
I think
for my
everybody does.
trips. Yeah, and then I don't. Yeah, and then I don't wear them. But why would I bring this huge bag of? Yeah,
Uh,
that's so good. Yeah, that really reminds me. Maybe I should do a session with you too. Oh, love that. Love that. Okay, well, that's awesome. And speaking about, since we are talking about your work, I know you are offering a 30-minute consultation for our listeners, and thank you so much
yes.
for that gift, by the way.
Mhm.
And we will be posting a link to your calendar, to Sandy's calendar, in the comments or in the caption section of this recording. On YouTube or Spotify. So yeah, feel free to schedule that conversation with
Yeah, and
Sandy.
it's
And thank you for
complimentary.
yeah,
It's
thank you for
complimentary,
offering
and I
that.
also just get to know you to what your style needs are, and I also will review one outfit for you in that half
Mm,
hour.
that's cool.
Feel free.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you. So thank you for offering that.
you're welcome.
I want to move to rapid fire questions now,
Okay.
if you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. And so my first question is there a morning routine or some kind of a ritual or anything that you do in the morning that you want to share with us?
I usually when I wake up, I do my Wordle game. Do you know what Wordle is? I have 2 other people that we play together. I mean, we kinda compete. It's on your phone. That's one thing I
Okay.
do. And I have to have
That's
my coffee. Lately, I've been drinking mushroom coffee, which has been really good.
yes, yes, me too.
And
Yeah,
then
just
I also read my scripture, my Bible in my Bible app because that grounds me and that helps
yeah.
me to, listen to God's word because he really guides my life. So those are the 3 things I do every morning.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I love hearing all these different things people do because it's interesting because that's how the morning starts, and then yeah. So thank you for sharing that. A place in the world that shaped you.
Well, I haven't been to very many places. I think whenever I travel internationally, it just really opens my eye to new things. Like when I went to Italy last year, and I went to Spain the year before that. Those are the only 2 countries I've been to outside of the US. So yeah, I think whenever I travel, I it makes me realize the possibilities that are out there and the different ways that people live and it makes me appreciate what I have here at home, when I visit
Yes.
other places.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
they say, there's no place like home, right?
No place like home.
I'm always happy to come home. No matter
Yes.
how great the trip was, it's always
Yeah.
great to be home.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yes, that's so true. One word that describes the woman you are becoming.
Um, I'd say unstoppable. Yeah, because I'm going full force. Even though I'm the age I am, I'm not letting that stop me. And I'm, doing better now than I did when I
Yeah,
started 25 years ago. So, yeah,
yeah,
and
that's awesome.
and I see the results of the work I've put in of
Mm-hmm.
building connections and relationships and taking training on marketing and things like that. So, yeah, I'm I'm unstoppable.
I love that. Yes. How inspiring. I love that so much. And the results you see in your clients, because I've heard people who work with you, they say, beautiful things. And I myself, I always learn something. Yeah, it's such a blessing to be doing the work you love, right? And just
Yeah, it
yeah, it doesn't
is. It
matter.
really is.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, music, movement, or stillness, or combination of those.
Music and movement, of course, because
Yes,
I'm a
yes.
dancer too.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah, we both share that music and
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
I just started learning samba, which I've been
Oh,
loving. Yeah,
Samba's a fast dance. Yeah.
it's a fast one. It's such a good
Yeah.
workout, but it's really I'm having so much fun.
Yeah. It is a fun dance.
Okay, and so the final question is a one non-negotiable for aligned success.
Well, if I'm not finding joy anymore, if it's becoming a chore and if I'm maybe being bogged down by it instead of being happy about it, I think that's a non-negotiable because
Yeah.
that means that something needs to be fixed, that either I'm not being challenged by it anymore or for some reason I'm not enjoying it as much. So
Mm-hmm.
I think at that point, I need to reevaluate and see what's causing that
Mm.
blockage and then
Yeah.
go on there. And if it's
Yeah.
not, bringing me joy anymore, then I think it's time to maybe quit or find something else that brings me joy, something to replace it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
I
true.
think we don't have to feel guilty about it. I think
No.
sometimes we feel like, oh, why isn't this making me happy anymore? But we shouldn't ask why. We should just know what it is.
Yeah. And I think sometimes because we grow and we never stop growing. So
Right.
what was interesting for us or exciting yesterday might not apply today anymore, or it might not give as
Exactly.
much joy, which is totally fine because we are growing and
Yeah.
evolving
We're changing.
in the process changing. And yeah, and I love joy. I love that you mentioned joy. I was just sharing about it because I so relate to that. And yeah, I connect to the feeling also. Like if I don't if I'm not feeling the joy in the moment, that actually
Yes.
my answer too. When
Hmm.
I like to talk about joy as a in the embodiment because that's the body telling us that there is misalignment, right? And
Hmm.
it's yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. And I think as women, we kind of plow through. We don't
Yes,
listen to our, inner voice sometimes. We say, "Oh, it'll pass. It'll go." But, if it keeps nagging you, then there's a real reason for it and you need to stop and listen.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Well, thank you, Sandy, for the time together
Thank you.
today. It was
Great.
wonderful as always. And as we are closing, is there anything that you wanna maybe a reminder or a message that you have for our listeners today that you want to share? You feel you want to share?
Um, yeah, I would just say be true to yourself, if there's something that you're really passionate about, then go after it. I would say no matter what your age is and just listen to yourself and be kind to yourself. I've learned that just recently that we need to
Yeah.
be kind to ourselves and really treat ourselves well. Because
Yes.
if we don't treat ourselves well, other people won't treat us well. So I think
Yes.
that's really important. Yeah.
Yes. And congratulations on. I love that restarted what you're doing. I didn't know the detail of that story, and that you restarted what you're doing now, and you're doing so much better than you were before. And so
Yes.
imagine if you didn't. start, right? Like if you ignore that voice or that desire,
Yes. Uh-huh.
that's just so wonderful. I think it just goes to show that we have to take action on those desires because they are not by, it's not a mistake that we have them,
Right. Yeah,
right?
it's not a mistake. There's a reason why you have that
Reason.
passion
Yeah.
or that
And now you're doing even better than you were. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm able to fully focus on it now. And things
Yes.
are so much better as far as technology and went back when I first started, there was no internet and we didn't do Zoom meetings. And now I could reach so many people when I do my workshops on Zoom, I get people from out of the country even attending. So it's really, really great.
That's wonderful. Well, congratulations on that, my friends. Always great
Oh,
to see
thank you,
you.
Val.
Thank you
Thank you.
for the time. Yes, thank
I enjoyed.
you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you soon.